Hey there, my name's Lee Kaufman and I work for Fathom Realty. Now don't shut me off just yet. I am a real estate agent, but give me 5 minutes and I'm going to show you some value. Now I do understand that you're selling your house as a for sale by owner, as a FSBO. And probably the reason is you want to profit as much money as you can to move on with your life. And I get it, I can understand that. Let's just look at it. Let's look at some numbers real quick and then see if I provide enough value for you. So let's look at a house that's going to sell for $300,000. Now, as a FSBO, you're going to be attracting buyers and buyer's agent by offering them a 3% buyer's commission, right? So that puts you at $9,000, and $9,000 off of 300, you're left with $291 before repairs, before the termite policy, and some other things that have to go on with selling a house. Let's look at option 2. The typical realtor in Northwest Arkansas is going to charge you 6%. 3% to the buyer's agent and 3% to the listing agent for a 6%, which is $18,000 on $300,000. It's a lot of money. I can understand that. That's going to put you at roughly $282. Now let's look at the third option, is where I come into play. Same $300,000 house, except I'm only going to charge 4%. I'm going to give the buyer's agent the same 3% that you're going to give them, and I'm going to do the rest of the work for only 1%. Unlike these guys, which charge a total of 3 and 3 for 6. So right off the bat, on a $300,000 house, you're going to save $6,000 by using me. Now, I know what you're thinking. $288 and $291, there's a difference there, but let's see if I can make up the difference in value. So let's start off with your time and energy. Two greatest assets that any person has is their time and their energy. And whether you're at work, you're on family trips, or you're just on a vacation for the weekend, you don't want to spend your time and your energy having to rush home, be showing your property, right? That's where I come into play. You have a 24-hour bat line to me. I don't have a wife, and I've never had any kids. All I have is a lab, and I'm obsessed with real estate, and I'm always working. Next is the liability. So with liability, it's going to shift from you to our company, which is Fathom Realty. We're going to take on the responsibility of selling your house, working with the title company, working with the general contractors, the appraisal, the guy who's coming out doing the inspections, and what else needs to be going on with the property. We're going to be heading that up for you. Next is marketing. So this is probably the most important, is trying to get as much people into your house or as many views on your property as possible. Well, I grew up in the area. I've lived here most of my life, although I did move away when I was in the Army. But one of the greatest things that I was able to do while I was in the Army is educate myself more and more and more. And the Army actually paid for me to go to school to get a master's in marketing. So saying that, marketing, liability, your time, next is representation. So I know that you guys wouldn't go to court without a lawyer that was going to be a situation that might change your life, right? So why try to sell your house by yourself with no representation when I will do it for 1% more, and I'll do everything for you. All you got to do is sit back, let me do the work, and then when the time's right, we'll be at closing table and you'll sign and you'll get your money. Now, some things that I don't have up on here is I only do a 60-day contract. I feel like if I can't earn your business, get the job done in 60 days, that I don't deserve to be there. I also offer a easy out clause. So if you don't like working with me, and if I don't like working with you, I have a clause in here that allows you the opportunity to get out of the contract as long as you give me 7 days to fix the challenge that you're seeing. So let's just do a quick recap. For sale by owner, 3%. Typical agent Northwest Arkansas is going to charge you 6%. I'm going to do it for 4%. So there's no reason, unless you're just, if you're this tight on money and you want to do it yourself and you have the time and you have the energy, then by all means go do it. But for the people that don't want to do it, I provide the best value around at 4%. So again, my name's Lee. I work with Fathom Realty. Call, text, whatever you want to do, 479-418-3016. Have a great day.